Hey, I'm gonna have to take your word. You said Paper Mario is the truth. Hang. Got a whole pocket explosive. Hang on, let me get this link ready. Cause we are live. And let me mute that. Oh, yeah. Go on, fix that connection, Mason. Go on and fix that connection, my brother. Brother. Best ofrendo. Best ofrendo. Yeah. Mind you, I am in fact here, stream. I am just getting all this junk together. You see, we gotta get the picture right. No, I'm kidding. I don't post like that. Link. Link Daddy. We live right now. We live right now with episode 3. Tap in and engage. Oh yeah, pub. I sent you the link, bro. See, this is the life of like a SoundCloud rapper, real talk. That's how I feel. You know, when you just start streaming or doing any type of content creation, you are a SoundCloud rapper. This shit sucks, bro, but it's okay. So on. Name. I'm just out here throwing it. I'm about to start sending this shit to my old DoorDash drivers. Ah. Anyway, um, oh, let me send Mason the link to the Discord again. I mean, he should be able to rejoin, but I don't know. Downstairs night on. I mean, you know what? If Mason's gonna join back, there's no reason why we can't begin. Right? There's no reason why we can't begin. Besides me having to wait for the song to. No, I sent my girlfriend the link to the pod, and she was like, "Who the fuck is Doctor Umar?" And we're beginning. All right. All right. Welcome back to Dark Reunion video podcast episode 3. Episode 1 is available on Spotify. Episode 2 is available on our channel. And episode 3 will be available at the conclusion of this broadcast on this channel until I eventually put it on Spotify. If y'all want it there, I'll put it there. If not, I'm not going to do that. I'll be honest. Featuring my boy. Hang I gotta do the. Oh! I thought he was gonna be on the right side. All right. Shout yourself out. What's them socials? What's that dark reunion tag? Hey. And follow Dark Reunion. Oh, our guest has reappeared. Yo, Mason, shout out your socials real quick. This man about to send out his number. Goddamn. Yeah, Google him. But shout out to me, the Ozzy Magus on Instagram, TheeOzzY Magus. If you don't know what a Magus is, go to school. All right, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with y'all. We love everyone. Oh, read a book. Nah, but this is for oh shoot, yeah, for the toxic community. But I know the quality still isn't where it's going to be long term. But we have officially gone from 2 frames a second to 10. I was gonna say 12, but then I saw the stream quality. 10 frames a second. Woo! Can we get an applause? If you watching in the chat, can we get a something? Come on, we out here, we trying. Like yes. Crystal. Then they be. I'm dead. Why my sister sent me the definition of magus? But speaking of the, oh, sorry, go ahead, Mason. All right, but speaking of where we're going to be, MJ and I, and even Mason, if you like to chime in on what you think would be cool, we gonna just talk about like future plans for Dark Reunion because I don't just see us as some black nerds who just came here to talk shit. No, I see us as gaming journalism. But a new take, a different take. I was about to alienate myself. I was about to say the non 2K playing nigga, but pretty much the non 2K playing nigga. Like, bro, I'm yeah, like I mean, like I play the game, but I don't love 2K. It's mid. Annual releases are bad games. That's just it's a great money making formula. It's a bad game. Sorry. Mm. I I felt that. Right. We gonna turn off the game aspects so that we're gonna play the game. Like what? What? Real shit. Real shit. Yeah, no, don't even worry about it. We were supposed to be talking about future DR plans, but then it's funny you started talking about sports. I was an avid sports guy. What about you, MJ? What about you, Mason? You say you play soccer, Mason, but MJ, you was a sports dude. You have any? Oh, well, there goes Mason. We'll get him back. I promise we will get him back. But you have any funny sports stories? Any crazy shit happen to you? Yeah, you can't. Them lanky motherfuckers. Hey. This man said, "I'll beat his ass." That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. I got two from track because that was my main sport when I was in high school. All right. Um, I was able to get one of those last second win for all the marbles type wins. I was that guy, so that was cool. But I also had a super embarrassing moment. I'm gonna talk about that first, right? So my events in track, I used to jump and sprint. But I didn't run the 100-meter dash. I ran the 4 and the 2. And if you know shit about the 4, you know that is the worst race in track and field. Everyone thinks they can sprint a lap until they have to sprint a lap. All right. And then yeah, hell no. So one day I'm jumping, and mind you, I went to school in Pennsylvania. It's cold, bro. Like shit freezes over here. Our sand pit that we were supposed to jump into was frozen, right? And nobody checked to see if it was frozen or not, bro. So I'm over here. I'm the first jumper. I just finished running a 4, so my legs are already kind of tired, right? I'm like, all right, let me take off. Whoo, da 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 da, and I go, and my legs being dead, I clip the sand, but instead of just gliding through the sand, it gets stuck. My foot gets stuck on the sand, and I scorpion into the fucking pit. Face first across the pit until like the end, bruh. Like from one end of the pit to the other end on my face. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But my girlfriend saw me at the like my girlfriend at the time saw it, and she made sure I was okay before clowning me. So yeah, it was whatever. Yeah. And I only had like a yellow bruise for like 2 days, so it was much. It wasn't as bad as it could have been, cause like motherfuckers who saw that shit thought I died. Like they thought I died. Yeah. Like my back made a C the other way. Just yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. And on the other side, I was able to make us first time division champions because the last event, the 4x4, I was the anchor leg, right? And of course, when motherfuckers want to start off the race, like we can't start off in the lead. We can never. I don't know why our third leg, no matter who it is, even if it was me, my freshman year, our third leg ruins the race for us every time, and the anchor's gotta like go Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan. So yeah. So like immediately, this man's taking off, and he's like 20 meters ahead. So I gotta sprint him down. And if you know anything about a 4, you don't ever want to have to hustle in the beginning because you need all your energy for that last 100. It don't matter how conditioned you are, like you will be dead for that last 100 meters. And I had like caught back up to bro like 250 mark, a bit less than half the race to go, and we're coming down the corner, and then he like kind of verves off the side, and he like takes the lead again, and I was just like, no, like, and then I I ran back around him and then beat him by like 2 inches, bro, by like 2 inches. And then I immediately dropped the baton, and he tried to be like, "Oh, he dropped the baton before he crossed the line, little bitch." But no, I didn't. Yeah, yeah. And so, yeah, that was a really fun, really fun time, and it makes me miss track and field. That's why I go on a lot of walks and runs now. Hey, no, listen. There's karate that control your emotions. That's some real shit too. Like that's hey, you can't master yourself unless you master your emotions. And speaking of people who need to master their emotions, are these dynasty enhancing warriors, literally the Golden State Warriors. Like I need y'all to get your shit together because no, this is why I can't watch basketball games live. I have to go back and watch the whole thing because if I watch live, my team loses all the time, bro. This is some like once in a lifetime shit. How 9 for 11 in the last quarter? Nobody want to miss. Nobody want to miss. Really, really, like and I'm not some bitter Warriors fan who's gonna be like, oh, if the Celtics win, man, the Celtics, man, screw Jason Tatum. No, if they win, they deserve it. I'll be happy for the Celtics because they haven't like the Warriors have won so much. I'm happy anytime someone who's not LeBron or Steph Curry wins a title. I'm happy every single time that happens. However, of course I'm gonna root for my Warriors, bro. Like they just got back healthy. Like I want my man to get his Finals MVP. I want y'all to put some respect on his name. I'm pulling up on you, nigga. Put some respect on his name. Oh, like listen, we should have taken the fact that the Warriors dropped 2 games to the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies, as good as regular season team as they are not a playoff team. I don't care what you say, they were not a playoff team. I knew that the Warriors weren't gonna like steamroll nobody. And they just lost their first game at home, like for the entire playoffs. They have never lost the first game at home. Does this not tell us everything we need to know? Like maybe if I root against the Warriors, they'll win. Like, and if they don't win, then I'm right. So it works out either way. Yeah. I honestly, I'm feeling like I'm feeling like it might be Celtics in 7. Like Celtics love taking motherfuckers to 7 games, bro. Like they love taking people to 7 games. They love like just gritting it out. Everyone has a shitty game. Like it just rotates throughout the Celtics. One person's gonna have a bad game, but then everyone else is gonna have a great game. So it don't even matter, right? But it's funny, like with the Heat, I feel bad for Jimmy Butler now. That man needs some help. Bam Adebayo needs to be aggressive. Victor Oladipo needs to turn into 2017 Victor Oladipo. Like we just was he hurt in 2017? Whichever Victor Oladipo was like giving people buckets, that's the Victor Oladipo he needs to be. If Miami gets Zach Levine, like if they can somehow trade Oladipo and Duncan Robinson and maybe honestly maybe Tyler Hero for like Zach Levine, I feel like Miami would be in a great place. A great place. And then the Bulls would have like that scoring punch of Levine still, just now spread into multiple players. But Duncan don't play no defense, so that's I don't know. I don't know. Excuse me. Like nah, y'all doing a lot there. Like okay, I have a question for you. Who do you have higher all time? Kyrie or no, who do you have as the better basketball player? Don't give me no skills in his bag. No. Who is better at basketball? Jimmy Butler or Kyrie Irving? When it matters most, who is better at basketball? Jimmy Butler or Kyrie Irving? I agree. I agree. I agree. Because you gotta listen. No one is saying that Kyrie Irving is not an incredibly skilled and talented basketball player because it them handles is ridiculous. It's no joke. He's a big shot hitter. Hmm. But that's his main thing. That's his main thing. What's Kyrie Irving without his handles? Like that's just a random nigga. That's Kyrie Irving without his handles is Seth Curry. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Because Seth Curry shoots better. Oh, the twofer, the slander. I'm kidding. These people are a million times better than I can ever imagine to be. So, and I suck at basketball. I suck, so it doesn't matter. Because listen, like, Brian Scalabrine said it best. The difference between him and LeBron is bigger than is smaller than the difference between you and him. Like, yeah. Hmm. It's because they're tall as shit. But that's nah. I'm not. Yeah, I agree. Jimmy buckets, Jimmy Butler buckets, yeah, on that good stuff. All right, we can break into the long awaited anime sequels. So I mean, I'm not sure what anime everyone's been watching this season. We've spoken about it on podcasts before, so we don't need to revisit that. But motherfucking anime this season, new anime, new sequels are Bofuri season 2. I don't want to get hurt, so I maxed out my defense. Yes, Maple, Maple, Maple is 10 out of 10. Like best girl. I don't care. No, dude, no. Apparently, in Boruto is heating up, but I'm still not gonna watch. But apparently, it's heating up. You held out for so long. You really did. So I'm actually surprised you're not going back. Quick tangent. What's your opinion on anime only content when an anime decides to stray from the manga? How do you feel about that? Sometimes, yeah. I, f- I feel like if you want to stray from the manga in an anime, you need the writer's input. You need the writer to fill in the what's different because when it's these like cop outs from studios, it feels forced. It feels like rushed, and it's not satisfying. Especially if you read the manga, like even people who don't read the manga will feel like something's off. Like this ending is weird. Like this shit don't make no sense. People can tell like bad writing is bad writing. It doesn't matter if it's in like pen and paper or on the screen. Yeah. But back to long awaited sequels. So yeah, you said 1,000 Year Arc, Bleach coming back. Shoot, we got season 2 of Shield Hero, which is basically, no spoilers, no spoilers, because I've read way far ahead, so I know what's going on. But now that we've gotten into, yeah, we got Naomi, fucking Naofumi, not Naomi, Naofumi going to a different isekai in the. This shit is the isekai. This is the isekai verse. Like dead ass, bro. Dead ass. It's the isekai verse. Yeah, no, I thoroughly. If you have seen season 1 of Shield Hero, just know that the angsty anti I'm not even gonna say anti-woman, anti-mine, because it was really just her. It was really just her. The angsty anti-mine lens that Naofumi is living with is gone. Like he's no longer dealing with like a lie. He's not dealing with that anymore. That's not what the story was always going to be about. Type stuff. Yeah, that's literally chapter one. That's literally chapter. Yeah. it brought in people for the wrong reasons, but yeah. Yeah, like he had to clear his name. Not saying that that lady does not come back a bunch of times in the story, because she's actually relevant to the overarching story, and it's crazy. If they go 1 to 1, yes. If they go, because yeah, it's crazy. hmm They dropping another season? Oh, I haven't seen Overlord since season one. I need to go back and watch. Ains I'll go. Mm. He on his reincarnated as a slime season 2 bullshit. I think I've heard something about it before. I've never seen it, but I heard something. Let me add that to my list of my anime watch list. Dang. I've seen something about it, but I've never seen it. Like it had a cool thumbnail, so yeah, it's on my watch list. Where's my season 2 of Sekiro? Let me see. It's been 12 years. I want my season 2. I'm kidding. Yes, bro. Yes, that's some shit you watch as a teenager, and then you're like, yes, and then as an adult, it's creepy. You can't watch that shit as an adult. You cannot watch like they're like etchy. High School DxD. No, okay. This is the worst part, right? No, High School DX absolutely could classify as hentai. However, the English voice acting is so goddamn funny, bro. I can't not watch that shit. It's so funny. I was watching that shit yesterday. Cause it's so fun. This man is so serious. He's like, I want to touch boobies. Like on a, he got the whole Power Ranger wristwatch on. Like, of course not. Listen, of course not. It's I feel like, when I was younger, I was a big harem anime fan, so of course shit like that, like High School DxD, High School of the Dead, Sekiro, I could really go on forever, but I'm not going to. Like, I'm not going to expose myself. Um, honestly, the story of High School of the Dead was pretty mid. It was just the boobs and the action. That's why we watched. The story was mid. No. Listen, as cool as it was to see at the time, there was like this 25-year-old high school nurse who was like trying to get with this like 17-year-old boy, and it's like when you're a 17-year-old boy who doesn't know any better, you're like, yeah, but I'm 25 now. That shit is weird. That was weird, bro. Like, I can't watch a lot of anime, and you know it now, MJ. We can't watch a lot of anime because it's just weird. It's like why even I'm 13 but I have double Z's. I look like I'm 13 but I'm 100. Like both ways that's weird, bro. You don't care like yes. Yes. Yeah. You never remember the titties, but you forget why you stayed and watched it the first time. Like, but you never remember just how much titties. Yeah. You know what? No, no. MJ, do you think it would be a lot if I went and got a glass of wine to talk about like our next thing? Is that doing too much? All right, I'll be back. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I'll show y'all the cup reveal in just a second. This is my pimp chalice. I call it Alice the Chalice. Alice the Chalice. Cause look, this is a pimp cup. I stole it from a restaurant. No, I didn't. For legal purposes, no, I did not. Nah, bro. Blame my shorty, bro. She's like, "Oh, this cup is really nice," and I was like, "It is really nice." And then when I paid, they didn't take the cup back, and I was just like, "I'm kidding. I bought it at Walmart." All right, but the topic in which this video is entitled "The Media Circus That the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp situation has become, bro." Not even just listen. Before I even get to it, let me preface it with this. Johnny Depp is not a representative of all mankind everywhere. No, no, he's not. Amber Heard is not a representative of all women everywhere. No, no, she is not. These are two individuals dealing with some white people shit. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it like that. Granted, abuse is never to be taken lightly, and as you know, we can see, and we've had evidence for years that she was an abuser. She was not able to manipulate the story any longer, and the truth came out, even though evidence has been around for years. But we'll get into that later as well. We'll get into that later as well. So Johnny Depp won the defamation lawsuit, but a lot of people didn't even care about the outcome because this case has become memes and gifs and reaction videos. And that's just how absurd it is. That's what's happened from Amber's legal team to the response on Twitter to the nonsense and the TikTok to social media's response to this shit. No one's taking this seriously. Which is why when someone's asked me, do you think that this case is like going to change things about abuse towards male victims? I was like, no, because look at how we're looking at this case right now. We're laughing at it. Regardless of what it was in the beginning, what it is now is a joke, and that's what it is. So I'm going to laugh at it too. Not talking about the overarching issue. Abuse is never funny, but this case became a joke. It's like what like that's a terrible place, yeah. They made JoJo memes out that shit the next day. Like the next day. Yeah. Listen, the when I stopped taking this case serious was when the recording of Amber Heard literally saying, "You go forward, Johnny Depp, and say I, Johnny Depp, a man, and am a victim of domestic abuse, and see how many people side." Once that audio came out, what was the point of anything in the rest of the case? Real talk, like that's like what you mean? What you and listen, the weirdos who are turning this into like victories for white men or victories for like women or losses for women. Like no, bruh. This is a win for a victim, right? And no one's saying Johnny Depp is perfect, but Johnny Depp was not throwing bottles. Johnny Depp was not punching the shit out of her. Johnny Depp was not shitting in her bed. Okay, Johnny Depp was the victim in this situation. I'm not saying he was perfect. I'm not saying he wasn't even a little bit toxic, but he was the victim. Like, and he was, and he was. And you know, like he really waited and bided his time for years because Amber Heard canceled this man off the rippo. Like, excuse me, like while I was still in school, maybe 2016 is when this first started happening, or was it like later than that? It was it was in the 20 teens, pretty much. And you know, I'll fact check myself later. It was in the 20 teens, and we had the we knew she threw something at we knew about the fingertip situation. Like we've known about that for years. That is a concrete example of physical abuse. Why did it take so long for anything to be verified? Why did we believe shit she said when we have the proof right here that she's violent, she's this? I'm not even gonna take it into believe all. No, no, nigga, that's weird. Women are underrepresented and underrepresented and under what's the word I'm looking for? Undersupported, right? So I do believe to a certain extent that you should believe all women. However, when someone's words start to like sound fishy, and now the law is starting to expose like little holes in the story, maybe it's time to revisit your stance on it. You're allowed to change your mind. You know that, right? You're allowed to change your mind. You if you believed Amber Heard then, that doesn't mean you can't change your mind and be like, oh, she lied. Dang. Don't double down on stupidity. That's weird. Like that's ignorance. Not changing your mind is fucking ignorance. You're not resilient. You're stupid. Like mhm. Like I'm not saying oh because he was a man that no. I'm saying Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. These two individuals. Y'all need to stop looking at the world like man v women. You are an individual, and if you don't think you are, then you're a sheep. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. But it's funny because like there's that thing reminds me of kind of like the Megan and Tory Lane situation. Now in a situation like that, oh yeah, I think Tory Lane shot her in the foot. Yeah, no, I don't disagree that that nigga is should be taken off the streets and whatnot. Now if they start finding holes and shit in their stories, I will revisit my stance. and change my opinion. But for right now, Megan Thee Stallion is innocent, but she might have said something that she shouldn't have. But I think he shot her in the foot. Like, come on. Hmm. That, yeah. The abuse towards men. That's some real shit. That's and it's not just physical abuse. Like I don't know who told you all, not you all. I'm not attacking anyone. I don't know who told the vast majority of Twitter people that men can't be assaulted because that is poppycock and horseradish. Like I know victims of assault. I'm a victim of assault. Like no one's saying, oh, women are terrible people. No, there are terrible people who just so happen to be women. There are terrible people who just so happen to be men. There are terrible people who just so happen to be white, black, etc. No one is inherently anything, but you can't put anything past the individual, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Sexual, like it's yeah. Mhm. That's I'm sorry. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. Mental health, like mental health is so important. People don't understand. I feel like there's a lot of black men who snap, or they either snap or they become super jaded to the world, and it's because like we have to deal with the pressures to be a man, to be a provider, but we also have to deal with the pressures to be a black man. So we're not even just supposed to be strong, we're supposed to be the strongest, we're supposed to be the most endurable, we're supposed to like, we're never expected to be the smartest, but we're expected to be the person who made it there through grit and hustle. Like, make it make sense, bro. Like, I don't. And as a man, you're not really ever allowed to complain about these things because, like you said, you come off as being sensitive, you come off as bitching, and that's not fair. And I will never disenfranchise women and say that men have it harder, because no, we don't. Unless you're a white woman, yes, you have the second easiest life. I'm sorry, you do, but but never, never. Or absolutely, like, to be a black man is one thing. To be a black, like, LGBTQA black man, that is another thing in itself. Because you're not even just dealing with the world and society. You're dealing with racists. You're dealing with homophobes. You're dealing with a lot of the black community not liking you. So I would never, never say that like my plight is the worst plight ever, because it's not. Yeah. In the I agree. That's the pinnacle of the black struggle. That's where the black struggle tops off. And I won't even say just women. I'll say women and people who identify as women. Like that's the pinnacle of black struggle right there. Like so it's funny. Like the first time I told this story, I didn't even think of it as abuse. I thought of it as like a situation that was messed up and I didn't want to be in. And I'm gonna get open, not vulnerable, not like oh, it's because it's not traumatic. It's something I've dissected. It was a situation where I was invited over to a female acquaintance's house, right? And the in understanding that I had was, oh, we were just gonna meet up and smoke and then talk shit, and then I was gonna go back home and continue to be a single dude like I was, right? But I'm over here doing single shit in my house, i.e., I done beat my dick because I'm not expecting to do shit with this girl. We've never talked about doing anything. We like there's no understanding, no nothing. And so I go over there and we're smoking and she grabs me and kisses me and I was like, "Hey, yo, like what you doing?" She was like, "What?" And I was like, "Are you drunk?" And she was like, "I've been drinking, but I'm not drunk." And I was like, "Okay." And like I tell myself the man whore in me was like, "Whatever. Like I'll kiss anyone, whatever." Right? So shit started going down that road and then I was just like, "You know what? I'm not feeling this. Like I'm just not feeling this at all." All right? Like let's stop. Let's stop and not pick back up. I should have left right there. Should have left. So my defense mechanism a lot of the time is I fall asleep, and I thought that that would defend me, but I woke up to myself inside of another person, and I did not consent to being inside of another person, and I was kind of shook, like what is happening right now? Like oh my god. Like I felt so I had felt super violated. Like granted, I'm not the one being penetrated, but I'm not the person who initiated this. I was asleep. I woke up to this shit that I did not want to happen, and it took other people explaining the situation to me for me to for me to accept that yes, that is a form of like you guys actually assaulted, bro. And I was just like, I was making like being a man is such a double edged sword because like you can tell certain dudes that, and they'll be like, "Oh, dude, I need a girl like that," and it's like, did you not hear the story that I just told? Did you not hear what I just told you? Like that's why I didn't talk about this shit for a long time because like that was the first reaction I got, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not talking about this shit. If y'all just want women to sexually assault y'all, like, why am I talking to y'all about that? Because that's insanity." But you know, it's I have no ill will to the person who did it. It's just something I had to understand was a complete disrespect of my boundaries and assault, and I had to internalize that and understand that now I'm a victim. All I can do is try not to make anyone feel the same way. Like, yeah. Damn, I'm still not fully comfortable talking about it, but at least I'm open. At least I'm open now. But yeah, yeah. So it's like, so that's what I like. I really when I be on Twitter and I see the discourse and it's talking about like, oh, men can't rape women, like this, that. I'm like, I feel like y'all are just talking out of your fucking asses because there is no way you believe what you're saying. Because there is no one statement that I've ever seen on Twitter that is applied to everyone. There is no 100% factual statement. Y'all just make sweeping generalizations and are wrong because niggas on the internet hype you up. That's it. Y'all don't know. You don't know shit about my life. So please stop assuming. Right? Motherfuckers know. Oh, you Americans? I'm not American. You fucked up right there. You fucked up right there. Like, it's just so much nonsense. If you're addressing a certain group of people, name them. Name them. And if it doesn't apply to all of them, say that. Say that. Motherfuckers be like, "Oh, a hit dog holler." No, you can catch a stray bullet for absolutely nothing. Cause I'm short as fuck, bro. If I'm scrolling and someone's like, "Oh, short men deserve to be eaten by whales," like, for what? For what? What did I do? What did I do? You see shit like short men have no purpose, and it's like, all right, okay. But it is what it is, man. I'm still here. I'm still here. I got my job. I got my girl. I'm still fucking here, nigga.
Not letting that stop you, not letting that hold you back.
Yeah.
But we can. I know it got a little heavy up in here.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
So we can definitely, if you're done talking on this topic, we can definitely segue into something else.
Oh yeah. Nah. Just to completely throw off anyone who's been watching, would you rather have a uh thought son or thought daughter?
Mm. And question for me, because I asked this question. Well, this question was asked to me a lot when I was in the military. Would you rather have a thought daughter or a gay son?
I'd rather have a gay son because I don't want a whore child. That's why I asked you, would you rather have a thought daughter or a thought son? So which one of your kids is the hoe is my question. Which one is the
And anybody who's watching the stream, if you have any questions for us, or you want to put an input your story or anything like that, feel
Absolutely.
free to in the comments.
Yeah. This is a not even relatively. This is a very safe space. Like I done opened up about shit that I didn't deal with, and I'm at the point where I can laugh at it. But that's just how I kind of deal with problems and always have. You have to laugh at something or you're gonna go crazy. Like my beard is looking like great right now. Like it usually does not look this nice, but hey, I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with it. Like I'm looking at the stream on the TV over there, and my beard is looking. Oof.
Alright, look.
Hang on.
You can grow one. I got a little patch.
Oh, speaking of hair retention, this podcast episode was brought to you by Keeps for when you're trying to keep the little piece of hair on which you sleep. Keeps.
Gotta do it
Every time. Every time. I'm gonna make a montage when we're on like episode like 40. I'm gonna make a montage of all the fake sponsorships until we have a real one. Keeps. Alright. Shoot.
We're gonna do Raid Shadow Legends next time.
Oh yes. Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, now okay. On a less jokey mood, did you hear that two, not one, but two hospitals were shot up recently, or attempted to be shot up? I don't know all the details, but yeah, we couldn't no time to grieve about Buffalo or Uvalde because people are still getting shot every other week or every week at this point, every week.
Every week.
And it's crazy. Like the discourse online. When the shit happened at Uvalde, there was like arm the teachers. When it happened at the hospital, they were like arm the doctors. No one has said arm the black people. No one has said arm the black people. That's a tweet. I don't credit me for that mic drop. But no one has said to arm the black people. What does that mean to you all? What are we supposed to do? On gang, on which the gang that I am not a part of, I fully believe that if black people started getting licenses to carry AR-15s, we would have gun reform like that.
Damn.
Fully believe. I fully believe that. Just like I fully believe if black people all had life insurance, the amount of police shootings, especially in the black community, would decrease like that. But we ain't shit. I don't got no life insurance.
That's no, that's an interesting thought though.
Yeah.
That's something to think about.
Let's see if I can hide this. I feel like I could have hid this shit this whole time. Oh. Wow. Wow. I'm sorry, stream. As you can see, I am not good at this. But it's only gonna get better from here on out. That purple bar at the top of the shit, it did not need to be here that whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna tell me like we had like hella questions and shit that
Oh no.
ignored or something like.
Nah. Kai said Boston in 4, but I have no idea when she said that. Probably like at the beginning of the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should really, in between or like after we conclude a certain topic, we should definitely ask like what everybody else thinks, so we're not just,
Yeah, so I
oh,
just.
well, I think, well, fuck what you think.
Hey, well, I think go fuck yourself. Shoot, shoot, man. We can talk a little bit of shit aside from the shootings and whatnot, because national travesties happen every day. Global acts of terrorism happen every day, Morty. You can't really dwell on it. You, it's not. I don't think it's insensitive to make jokes about the world and move on, because how else are you supposed to cope, right? And now this is me making a joke and moving on. Yeah, I don't have any jokes. I don't have any jokes. I don't have any jokes. Damn.
And it's funny, we were never rejoined by our third.
Yes. So it appears that Mason's something or the other has kept him out for an extended amount of time, and there's no jab to him. He'll be a guest. He'll be a recurring guest on the Dark Reunion podcast. Yes. So let's talk some shit, right? Let's talk some Dark Reunion gossip. So if y'all paid attention to the last motherfucking podcast, like Dark Reunion nearly crumbled and burnt before it started, right? And then people started assuming roles, and we've gotten much better with time management and planning shit and setting shit up. Now, why? And we were supposed to have a third host today, but he's dealing with something, and I'm not gonna take that away from him, because it's some real shit. He's dealing with some real shit. But everybody else done saw them messages in the chat all week, boy. I don't want to hear it. And if y'all watching this shit post, this is me flaming y'all. Okay, pay up to the chat. Pay up to the Discord. Be active. Oh my god.
Damn the shit. I'm the dreamer, the believer. We're gonna get our shit together eventually.
Yeah, yeah.
We got, trying to make this real. So big plans, big plans.
Big plans, huge plans. I don't have anything else on the docket. Do you have anything you want to shout out? You got a Twitch or some shit that you making? What's going on?
So all that coming soon. Y'all already got my Instagram, MJBerry_100. We got the Discord. Eventually, MJBerry100 again. Without the underscore.
Oh yeah. Hey, put something in the comments if y'all would be interested in joining like a Discord server to interact with us. Just let us know, because I've seen that work for other podcast groups, and like we don't have clout yet. I wouldn't charge people to talk to us like now, because for what? I don't. My hair is so cool, but we don't have any clout yet. Like,
So hop on now.
yeah, hop on while it's free. Y'all could be a part of the blow up story. Listen, but we're looking for editors. We're looking for people who like to be active in communities. We're looking for dancers. If you got a fat butt and you like to shake it, don't send me the video personally, but post it somewhere where like everyone can watch it, and me and my girlfriend can watch it, and then I'll look at your butt then.
Also, if you're confident in your drawings, definitely, hit us. That'd be dope.
Absolutely dope. 100% dope. Yeah. That's it for me. Anything from you, MJ? If not, we can close this out.
Yeah, we can definitely close it out. I'm good, man.
Hang on.
Great discussion today.
Great discussions today. Let me close it out with one of my old songs. But great discussion today.
Okay.
If I can find it. This shit is so old. I made this shit using like GarageBand in 2019. But oh what? What's up?
Real quick, do not get used to that Dark Reunion logo because that shit will be changed.
That shit will be changed. That is not. That is not. Was these? This is a placeholder. You see all the stuff at the bottom. Like I am still learning everything about the streaming software. I'm learning how to set things up. Listen, we're gonna have overlays. It's gonna be beautiful. Like it's gonna be TikTok on the way. I don't want to manage that, but TikTok on the way. Listen, I hit over 1 million likes with less than 10K followers, so I think I know how to blow on TikTok a couple of times. So yeah.
Okay. Now that gotta be it.
I don't want it. Like, because if it's me, then we're posting like once every 2 weeks. If it's me, I'm perfectly okay going viral like once every 4 months and then just being irrelevant. All right, but again, thank y'all for listening to Dark Reunion. Catch y'all on the next one.
Yeah. Thank you.
Paw.